For many who worked on the project, it was an emotional moment. One of the last and most important phases of the Canada Line was completed this morning. CBC's Deborah Goebel was there.
10 meters down into a huge pit filled with hundreds of people, all waiting for this moment. A massive 440-ton boring machine makes its grand entrance. This $10 million machine may be center stage, but it's the 90 specialized workers from around the world who are celebrating.
At the back it says 2.45 kilometers.
Highly trained, these crew members come from around the world. For many of them, this is an emotional moment.
For us, it's a particular feeling. I cannot explain. It's very satisfied because very nights that we don't sleep alone.
Most have brought their families to mark the day.
2 years here, so I want them to see my what I've done.
Proud of your dad?
No.
This stretch of the $2 billion Canada Line lies under the north end of Granville Street. Today's breakthrough marks the completion of 2 side-by-side tunnels that start in False Creek and end at Waterfront Station. I'm standing here in the bored tunnel under Granville Street, 2.5 kilometers each way. And by November of 2009, more than 100,000 people a day will be riding trains under here.
The finishing is the best part. Yeah. Now I can sleep.
How long have you been working on this?
For the beginning, two and a half years.
There are, of course, familiar questions about the impact the Canada Line has had all along the 19-kilometer route.
You can't do a major transportation project without some disruption. Obviously, you want to make sure that you minimize that.
But for most here, this day is about celebrating a job that has so far come in on budget and ahead of schedule. Deborah Goebel, CBC News, Vancouver.
Now that the digging is done, a new road closure begins tonight. West Pender between Howe and Seymour will be shut down while the boring machine is removed. That will take 4 weeks. To keep traffic moving, West Hastings at Granville is open again.
The Premier calls it a milestone for the Canada Line. A massive boring machine has finished its work under downtown Vancouver, and it has been a challenging journey, but the workers who spent years making it happen call it one of their happiest days. Here's St. John Alexander.
We're ready for you here, so are you ready to go there? All right. Via Avante.
That breakthrough means the boring of parallel tunnels under downtown Vancouver is now complete.
We give to you in your city a great job.
One by one, workers crawled out of the 440-ton machine. The crew cheered like fans at a soccer match, celebrating like proud papas.
Like a birth of my son. I mean, maybe not a good comparison, but now the feeling is like that.
2.4.
This hasn't been easy work. The soil, the buildings above, and the water of False Creek all proved challenging.
Are we on budget? This is on budget, and more important, well, equally important on budget, this is actually ahead of schedule.
The project hasn't been without headaches. It's been especially hard for merchants on Cambie, as well as those on Granville Street downtown.
It was tough for them, but there's no way to build a project like this without creating disruption.
There was also controversy about how little the visiting workers were paid. Even so,
there were some guys who actually had tears in their eyes when it came through.
Same for me. You work 2 years, you want to see it coming exactly where you want it to. So just look at that. We had a line around and it came perfectly.
The completion of the second tunnel means work can now begin on the line's Waterfront Station. It is one of 16 along the 19-kilometer track that leads to the airport.
About 2 kilometers of track have already been laid, and planners hope to have the project complete by November 2009. Now it looks like it'll be done a lot sooner. St. John Alexander, CTV News, Vancouver.